Have you ever felt disconnected from the divine? Like you're walking through life alone, separate from God and the universe? Today, I want to share something that might completely shift your perspective. You are not separate from God. In fact, you are a co-creator with the divine. And there are 7 powerful ways to remember this truth that can transform how you see yourself and the world around you. But first, let's acknowledge something. We live in a world that constantly tells us we're separate, special, different from everyone else. We defend this specialness fiercely, don't we? We build our entire identity around what makes us unique, what sets us apart. But what if I told you that this very specialness is what's keeping you from remembering who you really are? The first way to remember you're a co-creator is to recognize the holiness in others. When you look at your brother, your sister, anyone around you, you're not seeing a separate being. What is within them contains the same creative essence that's within you. Their holiness is your holiness. When you acknowledge the divine spark in others, you're actually recognizing it in yourself. It's like looking in a mirror. The love and reverence you give to others comes back to you, because at the deepest level, there is no separation. The second way is to ask yourself, what is this for? This is the test of everything on earth. Every situation, every relationship, every challenge. Ask yourself what purpose it serves. When you align your purpose with truth, with love, with creation rather than separation, everything becomes a means for holiness. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as a co-creator, choosing the purpose that gives meaning to your experience. The third way is to stop defending your specialness. I know this might sound counterintuitive in a world that tells you to celebrate what makes you unique, but your specialness, that ego-driven need to be different, better, or more important than others, is actually a defense against your true identity. When you let go of the need to be special, you make room to remember that you are something far greater. You are part of the one creation, sharing in the fatherhood of God. The fourth way is to choose your body's purpose wisely. Your body isn't your enemy, but it's also not who you are. The question isn't whether to care for your body, but what you're caring for it for. Are you maintaining it as a temple for love and creation, or are you using it as a weapon for specialness, a way to prove you're separate? When you frame your body with holiness rather than specialness, you give it a purpose that serves truth instead of illusion. The fifth way is to trust in your immortal nature. What God created in you cannot be attacked or destroyed. Your true self, your creative essence, is immortal. The fears, the doubts, the threats you perceive are only real if you give them reality through your purpose. When you remember that your true nature is eternal and unassailable, you stop living from fear and start living from the confidence of a co-creator. The sixth way is to understand that means and end are one. In true creation, there's no separation between the journey and the destination, between who you are and what you're becoming. God is both the means and the end. You're not working toward becoming a co-creator. You already are one. Every moment, every breath, every choice is both the path and the goal. This is the state of true creation. And while we can't fully comprehend it with our limited perception, we can trust it. The seventh and final way is to choose perception as a means for truth. Your perception isn't neutral. It serves whatever purpose you give it. Right now, you might be using perception to prove separation, to validate your specialness, to confirm that you're alone in the universe. But perception can serve another goal. You can choose to use your eyes, your mind, your heart as instruments for recognizing the truth, that you and your brothers and sisters are one, that you are all co-creators in God's eternal plan. Here's the beautiful truth. You don't have to earn your place as a co-creator. You don't have to become worthy of it. You already are worthy. You already are a co-creator. These 7 ways aren't about changing who you are. They're about remembering who you've always been. The next time you feel separate, alone, or disconnected, come back to these 7 reminders. Look for the holiness in others. Ask what purpose you're choosing. Release your need to be special. Use your body as a temple for love. Trust in your immortal nature. Remember that the journey and destination are one. And choose to see with eyes that recognize truth instead of separation. You are not separate from God. You never were. And in every moment, you have the power to remember this truth and live from it. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear which of these 7 ways speaks to you most strongly. Leave a comment below, and remember to subscribe for more content about remembering your true spiritual identity. Until next time, know that you are loved, you are connected, and you are a co-creator in the divine plan.